The Jurupa Unified School District in California found itself at the center of a national debate, agreeing to a $360,000 settlement in a case involving a transgender student. This case brought into sharp focus the complexities of balancing the rights of transgender students with the concerns of parents. It ignited a firestorm of debate, forcing us to confront difficult questions about privacy, parental rights, and the role of schools in supporting students' identities. At the heart of this controversy was Jessica Tapia, a former student who sued the district alleging that school officials had violated her privacy by disclosing her gender identity to her mother without her consent. Tapia, who identifies as transgender, claimed that this disclosure caused significant emotional distress and violated her right to privacy. The district, while not admitting wrongdoing, opted to settle the case, highlighting the sensitivity and legal vulnerability surrounding such situations. The settlement, however, did not quell the controversy. Critics argue that it sets a dangerous precedent, potentially discouraging schools from communicating with parents about sensitive issues involving their children. They fear that this could lead to a breakdown in trust between schools and families, hindering open dialogue on important matters. On the other hand, proponents of the settlement argue that it underscores the vital need for schools to respect the privacy and autonomy of transgender students. They believe it serves as a powerful reminder that students' identities should be affirmed and protected, fostering an environment where they can thrive without fear of discrimination or outing. The Tapia case brought to the forefront the ongoing tension between advocating for transgender students' rights and addressing the concerns of parents who may hold differing views on gender identity. This tension plays out in schools across the country, as educators and administrators grapple with creating inclusive environments while navigating potentially conflicting values within their communities. Advocates for transgender students emphasize the importance of affirming their identities and ensuring their safety and well-being. They argue that schools have a crucial role to play in creating a supportive environment where transgender students feel seen, respected, and protected from discrimination. This includes respecting students' chosen names and pronouns, providing access to appropriate restrooms and facilities, and protecting their privacy regarding their gender identity. On the other hand, some parents express concerns about these policies, arguing that they infringe on their parental rights and might conflict with their personal values. They may worry about the impact of these policies on their own children and the broader school environment. These concerns often stem from a lack of understanding of transgender issues, fueled by misinformation and societal biases that contribute to fear and resistance. Bridging this divide requires open communication, empathy, and a willingness to engage in respectful dialogue. Schools can play a critical role in facilitating this dialogue by providing resources and educational opportunities to promote understanding of transgender issues. By fostering a culture of respect and inclusivity, schools can create an environment where all students feel safe and valued regardless of their gender identity. The Tapia case shines a spotlight on the challenges of developing and implementing policies that effectively address the needs of transgender students while accounting for the diverse perspectives within a community. School districts across the country are grappling with this issue, navigating a complex web of legal requirements, community values, and student well-being. One of the primary challenges lies in striking a balance between protecting students' privacy and ensuring open communication with parents. While transgender students deserve to have their privacy respected, especially regarding their gender identity, parents also have a legitimate interest in their children's lives and education. Finding the right balance requires careful consideration of legal obligations, ethical guidelines, and the specific circumstances of each situation. Another challenge lies in developing policies that are both inclusive and enforceable. Policies must be clear, consistent, and communicated effectively to all members of the school community. They must address a range of issues, including the use of chosen names and pronouns, access to restrooms and locker rooms, participation in sports and extracurricular activities, and procedures for addressing harassment and discrimination. Creating effective policies requires collaboration and input from various stakeholders, including students, parents, educators, administrators, and legal experts. By engaging in a thoughtful and inclusive process, school districts can develop policies that meet the needs of transgender students, respect parental concerns, and ensure a safe and supportive learning environment for all. The Tapia case exposed the deep divisions that can exist within a community when it comes to transgender issues. It highlighted the challenges of fostering understanding and empathy in a climate often marked by misinformation, fear, and prejudice. This case serves as a stark reminder that progress toward equality requires ongoing dialogue, education, and a commitment to bridging divides. The settlement sparked heated debate within the Jurupa Unified School District, reflecting the broader societal polarization surrounding transgender rights. Some community members expressed outrage, arguing that the district had caved to political pressure and undermined parental rights. They saw the settlement as a betrayal of their values and a threat to their children's well-being. Others, however, applauded the district's decision, viewing it as a necessary step towards protecting the rights of transgender students. They saw the settlement as a victory for inclusivity and a powerful message that transgender students deserve respect and support. They argued that it was essential for schools to create a safe and welcoming environment for all students, regardless of their gender identity. Navigating this sensitive ground requires open communication, empathy, and a willingness to listen to and understand diverse perspectives. Schools can play a vital role in facilitating this process by creating opportunities for dialogue, providing accurate information about transgender issues, and promoting a culture of respect and inclusivity. By fostering understanding and compassion, communities can move towards a future where all individuals feel valued and supported. The $360,000 settlement in the Tapia case sends a clear signal about the legal vulnerability of school districts when it comes to handling issues related to transgender students' privacy and rights. This case sets a significant precedent, potentially influencing future legal battles and prompting schools nationwide to reevaluate their policies and practices. The settlement underscores the legal recognition of transgender students' right to privacy regarding their gender identity. Schools are now on notice that disclosing a student's transgender status without their consent can carry serious legal consequences. This reinforces the importance of training staff on transgender sensitivity and ensuring that policies and procedures are aligned with legal requirements and ethical guidelines. This case also has broader implications for the evolving legal landscape surrounding transgender rights in education. As more cases emerge and legal precedents are established, schools will face increasing pressure to adopt policies that are both inclusive and legally sound. This will require ongoing legal analysis, consultation with experts, and proactive measures to ensure compliance with evolving legal standards. The Tapia case serves as a crucial turning point in the ongoing struggle for transgender equality in education. It highlights the power of legal action in challenging discriminatory practices and protecting the rights of vulnerable students. This case will likely pave the way for future legal battles, shaping the landscape of transgender rights in schools for years to come. The Tapia case, while significant, is just one step in the long and complex journey towards achieving full equality and inclusivity for transgender students in education. It serves as a stark reminder of the challenges that lie ahead and the ongoing need for advocacy, education, and systemic change. Despite the progress made in recent years, transgender students continue to face significant obstacles in schools. They are disproportionately targeted for bullying and harassment, often lack access to appropriate restrooms and facilities, and may struggle to have their chosen names and pronouns respected. These challenges can have a profound impact on their academic performance, mental health, and overall well-being. Addressing these issues requires a multifaceted approach. Schools must implement comprehensive policies that protect transgender students from discrimination, provide training for staff on transgender sensitivity, and create a culture of inclusivity where all students feel safe and respected. This requires ongoing dialogue, collaboration, and a willingness to challenge existing norms and biases. The journey towards full inclusion for transgender students is far from over. It demands a collective commitment from educators, administrators, policymakers, parents, and students themselves. By working together, we can create a future where all students, regardless of their gender identity, have the opportunity to thrive and reach their full potential.